guys, it's Talia. Today is Monday, October the 10th. It's going to be a short video for today, I promise. Nowhere near as long as it was last week. I just have a little over a week's worth of whips to show you, 8 days. And then I have a couple of things that I got in the mail. I didn't do my video yesterday because I switched out days, obviously, because I'm doing my video today. I was originally supposed to have yesterday off, but my employee messaged me and said that his whole family was going to Thomaston for his grandfather's birthday, and he didn't realize it was yesterday, his grandfather's birthday. So he basically, in so many words, begged me to work for him that day so that he could go, and then he would work for me today. So at first I was just like, I really don't want to work. I really don't want to work. But I told him, as long as you can work open to close, talking about today, then I guess it's fine. So he's like, I will do that. So yeah, that's why my video is today. So let me just get straight into the whips. Like I said, it's not going to be a lot. I'm just doing whips and a couple of things I got in the mail. So yeah, let me go ahead and get into that. I'm going to try not to ramble too long today. I've already had 1 cup of coffee this morning, and I try to limit my coffee. I have to have it every morning. I feel like I need to have it every morning, but I have a limited tolerance for it. Like I can usually it's only 1 cup. Sometimes I can drink 2. This morning I've had 1 cup already, and I didn't want a second cup, but I felt like I still wanted something hot. So this is not coffee, technically. This is chai latte. It's really good. If you've ever had Starbucks chai latte, it's not as sweet as that. Their chai latte is sweet, like they put about a cup of sugar in it or something. But it's really good. Okay, got my notebook here, and I did try to make an effort this week to actually write down what specifically I worked on a piece. So that's why, because after last week's fiasco, yeah. I did work on TARDIS yesterday. Like I said, yesterday. I did say last week that I had worked on TARDIS, and I did. But I only put about 20 stitches in of a gray, and it was just the length of thread that it was already started, and I just, like I said, I did about 20 or 30 stitches to finish out that length of thread, and then I didn't work on it anymore. I did, however, restart. I did get a small restart of my woven cross. Not much, because the fabric is dark and the holes are small. So yeah, I definitely need some bright light. I may not be able to work on it much until I can get some type of actual, like a lamp or something, a light, where I can get a stitchy spot set up in the living room with a bright light of some kind. But I'll work on it occasionally. I'll work on it off and on. I still want to do this pattern. It's a beautiful pattern. This is what it looks like. And this was taken from, let's see if I have it in here, the April 2016, April of this year, just cross stitch. Isn't that gorgeous? I think it's gorgeous. Problem with this pattern, if you're new here, is that it's 75% specialty stitches. Okay, sorry. We're having a problem with my daughter and our ex-roommate's dog. She's not taking care of him as well as I think she should be. He knows it, and our ex-roommate, he knows it, you know, that she's not taking him out as often as he needs to go out, and she's not taking him out like on a schedule, so he's messing in his crate a lot, and yeah, it's okay. I was talking about the woven cross. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's mostly specialty stitches. I think the one that's going to give me the most trouble is this first one that I started on, and it's called a looped cross stitch. It's made by doing a stitch vertically, and then when you go to do the next stitch vertically over from that, you loop it around the first stitch, and it kind of makes an X, but it's kind of like that, give or take, you know what I mean. And as you just saw last week, I am doing it on the 28 count Phantom by Picture This Plus. This is my little measly start. That's my little measly start. Not much at all. I already have some specialty fibers on here. I can already tell dark fabric and a cat that's mostly white. She sheds a lot of white hairs. For some reason, I never see like orange hairs or brown hairs. It's always white hairs. Anywho, that was my little start on that. I think I spent maybe about an hour, because let me open this up and show you guys. I'm gonna have to, I can tell that these little specialty stitches, these little looped cross stitches, are probably gonna give me some trouble. Let me show you guys. Yeah, that's what they look like. And I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they look. I don't know. Anybody that's ever done that kind of stitch, please let me know. Or it's done this pattern. Because I just do not like the way these look. Or I'm just going to have to keep practicing on it. I'm going to have to do some practice stitches. There's literally 22 stitches here. I just counted them. Yeah. I just don't like the way they look. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I started up here and I kind of worked down. So, did they look like they got any better? I can't tell. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to keep plugging away at it little by little. And someone had commented on my last video about fabric, and I told them that Picture This Plus has another fabric that's very similar to this, and I still have yet to be able to tell what the difference is in them. This one might be more purpley, and I think their other one, which is called Gothic, I think the other one might be more dark blues than purple, but I'm not entirely sure. So someone else is more than welcome to go check that out. Oh, and guess what, guys? I actually I stacked these up in a stack, and I stacked them in order. So, no fumbling around over here for my projects this week. I got my shit together this week. Then, after I did a little bit on woven cross, I pulled out something that I knew I could work on when it's darker. So, what is my go-to when I need to work on something in low light? Chinese Phoenix. I'm not gonna show the pattern this time. Did a lot of yellows, a lot more yellows. Do this. I did like all these little yellow tendrils right here. I did this lightest yellow that was in these here. All this lightest yellow. I think I had already done the lightest yellow in this one, in these two. So I did the lightest yellow in these, and then I did this little green tendril here, and then this one here. So I did get a chance to spend a good bit of time on it. And I actually also did the butt right here. That's the penis's butt. So yeah, I did get a good bit of work. I didn't feel like, I guess I thought that I didn't get that much done considering how much time I spent on it, but looking back at it, I did get a good bit done. So I got that, the brightest yellow in these tendrils here, and yeah, this green, and then that brightest yellow. So he's coming along. Very colorful piece. I love working on it. I'm very excited to get to the those special threads. The DMC, what'd you call it? Variegated ones? Variations. DMC variations. And that Krennic. I'm very excited to be able to work on those. I can't wait. And then Monday was busy. I didn't get much chance to work on anything. I didn't get a chance to do much on Monday. Tried to work on Pokemon, but it didn't really play out that way. I mean, I worked on Pokemon. I just didn't get a chance to get much done. Nothing exciting to show. I did those 3 gray squares. That's it. It was really, I could not concentrate to get anything done on Monday. It was one of those days where it was like unexpectedly busy. Like, why are you here? It didn't make any sense why it was busy on Monday. But yeah, that's all I got done. Nothing major to show. Sorry. Nothing major got done on it, guys. I'm sorry. Trust me, I really want to hurry up and get this thing done, but it's hard to do that when people won't let you. I was really bad about working on my plan that I said this last week. Remember when I said I had a plan that I was going to work every morning 30 to 60 minutes on one of my smalls? I was really terrible about that this week, guys. Awful. And I worked on it like one morning. Actually, I worked on it 2, but the second morning I think I did maybe like 5, maybe 10 to. The second morning I think I worked maybe 10 stitches on it. Not much. I've been too distracted these last couple of weeks, and I don't know why. Sorry, I don't have the pattern with me, but I did work on ludicrous speed. And again, I was still in the middle of the red. Didn't get much done. Didn't get a whole lot done. Sorry. Probably my hair tickling my back. I finished off the red in the O. And I started on the red in the U. That's it. that's it. Again, nothing spectacular. I could be so close to finish on this, but I keep dragging my butt on it for some reason. And I was still in the middle of the red. I'm gonna get it finished. I'm gonna get it finished this year. This thing is taking me too long for it to be such a small pattern. And I think part of the reason I don't like working on it so much is because it's on an 18 count. And the stitches are really small. And doing the black is fine. But to go back and do the other colors in between, the stitches are really tiny. And sometimes a needle can be hard to find where the best place to come out at is. And then they end up looking weird. The stitches don't end up looking not right. So I think that's the main reason I don't like working on it. It's just because sometimes I have a hard time with the stitches. Moving on. So Wednesday, no. Sorry, we're still on Tuesday. Tuesday at work, I did decide to pull out something that I hadn't worked on in a while, and something that desperately needs to be finished this year. I did work on Psychedelic Seahorse. And just show you, I don't have a cover picture to show you guys, but I mean, it's not like you really need it. This is where it sits at now. The last time you saw it, I mean, all this color was done, all the blue, green, and purple was done, but I only had, I think, these 3 sections of pink here, and then I did all this pink here. That one, that one, that one, and that one, and there's a little section of pink right there. So basically all the paint from here down was done on Tuesday. So that's where it sits at right now. It's really starting to change the way it looks, getting this paint filled in. Because just from like here down, it just doesn't, it looks, I mean, it looks cool, but filling in this pink is really making it look a lot better. Because now it's actually like the full coverage, the full design. So that's where it sits at now. And this is on a 14 count 8-up. Yeah, sometimes I'm not crazy about the coverage on 14 count. That's how it looks. Okay. This is my oldest whip. And I started on this back before I started making Flosstube videos, and my first Flosstube video was August of 2015, and I've been working on it since then. Like, I've been working on it. I was working on this. This was my only whip when I first started making videos, so this desperately needs to be finished this year. That's another one I spent too long on. I may see if I can wrap it up this coming week, maybe, to go ahead and get it finished. We'll see. No promises. Wednesday, I did get a decent amount on stained glass Arial, but it's not really going to look like it because I only did black. And this is what she looks like now. The good news is, this is the edge. This is the far edge. So I went ahead and went all the way out to the edge, and then I did more. This is the outline of the rest of where her hair comes to. So this here is the outline of her hair, and where it stops right here, this down line right here is her hair, and then the rest is her tail, I think. Yeah, that's where her tail comes out some more. So yeah. So that's all I really did. I mean, it took me that long to do all of that amount. So that's what she looks like now. It's coming along. I think next time I work on her, I'll try to do some more. Next time I work on her, I'll be probably doing some more of the outline, and then going back and filling it in. I don't know. I never really have a plan. I just work on what I feel like working on. Then on Thursday, I worked on The Lion and the Lamb, and I do have a color picture for this one. This is from the Cricut collection. That's what it looks like. And I think this would be a good one when I get done with it to pass it on, to maybe stash unload, or to do it in a giveaway. Because this is in really good condition. Like, really good condition. And I've been trying my best to take care of it. Like the inside, you know how the fold line runs down the pattern? It's not even tore up. Like, it's still pretty solid. It's still in really good condition. So, but you're really just going to see more brown. But I think it could be done though. Yeah, it's still in the hoop. The last time you saw, I think I had from like, where was it? From somewhere about here down, I think. And then I did all this up here, going around the lion's mane. And there's a couple more lines up here, and then I come around the other side. So that's what I got done on Thursday. Let's see. And I do like working on this piece, actually. The stitches are small, but they're not painfully small, I don't think. I don't know. It's supposed to be a 16 count, but the stitches are small for it to be a 16 count. Oh well. I guess I could combine those skeins of floss. Friday and Saturday got 0 done, so don't be looking for that. Sunday, yesterday, when I had to work, I worked on Home Again, and this leaflet is not in good shape. So this is what it looks like. That's what the pattern looks like. Yeah, this one, obviously you can tell this one's seen better days. Luckily, where the fold line is on the inside, it's the same as the colors. It's not a full coverage piece, so the colors that are on that fold line are the same as the colors that's around it. So, and yesterday I didn't really get to do much. I didn't get to do a whole lot, but it's gonna look a little different from last time you saw it. This is where it sits now. The last time you saw this, well, let me just tell you what I did yesterday. I finished off like the base lazy greens in the section here, and I did this section here, and these two sections here, with the greens and the browns, and then what's in the middle. Dang it, hold on. And then what's in the middle? That tan. That's where the doorway is. Mostly just worked on the, it's really all, I just worked on the house, sections of the house. So, and this is going to be one of those patterns that this house is not going to mean anything until it's backstitched. It's just going to look like a bunch of blobs of color. Yeah. So that's all. I'll just tell you where, show you where the whole piece is, what it looks like. That's what it looks like so far. And that's basically it. that went quick, huh? For it to be so many designs that I worked, different designs that I worked on this week. That's another one that could probably benefit from bobbinating. That's it. Just a couple of things that I got in the mail. What was it? Last Monday, I received an email from, it was a shipping notice from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I'm thinking, did I order anything? I don't remember ordering anything. I couldn't think what it was. I thought maybe it might be the October fabric of the month. But then I was like, I didn't order anything. And I certainly didn't pay for it. I haven't paid for anything. So I was about to email Leslie and ask her, you know, what is this she's sending me? You know, is this a mistake? You know, she said, is she shipping out like a fabric of the month, thinking that it's paid for, but it's not? And as I'm writing out the message, I start to think, and I'm thinking and thinking. I'm literally like, this is running through my head the whole time, and I'm thinking, could this be? I think this might be a delayed September fabric of the month. And the more I thought about it, because usually you pay for the fabric of the month at the beginning of the month. She sends you the invoice at the beginning of the month, and then as long as it's paid and everything, you get it by the end of the month. It usually comes within the last week of the month. And I realized that that's what it's got to be. It's got to be the October fabric of the month. Sorry, it's got to be the September fabric of the month. And she did show this, I think, in her latest Flosstube back in September, that this is what it was. And she said it was blue, but it's actually kind of more of a, I didn't even call it a cornflower blue. It's blue, but it has this purplish tint to it. And this is called lapis or lapis. I'm saying lapis. And I get a quarter yard. That's actually pretty true to color, believe it or not. I mean, it's blue. It has a blue tint to it, but also has a purple tint to it. It's kind of bluish purple. So it's a pretty fabric, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, that's actually coming pretty true to color, surprisingly. So it's a beautiful fabric. And this is the 32 count Lugana, if anybody's interested. But she's not having a fabric of the month in October, possibly November, depending on how her move goes, because she is moving. Well, she has, at this point, she's already moved, I think. But she's going to be trying to get everything set back up, unpacked and set back up and everything. So I got that in the mail. And then back in August, there was, well, Julie over at Knit to Needle Nannies had posted a pre-order for various minders, and there were some Doctor Who ones, and there were some Guardians of the Galaxy ones, and there were some Star Wars ones. And she posted a pre-order for them. I had to get the David Tennant. It finally came this week. I got a David Tennant one, and then when she warned me before, she warned me before she sent the invoice, because I had told her, just let me know before you send the invoice, because I might want to add a couple more onto that. So I did, and my money was kind of tight, but I did add this little black sparkly raven too. So I have a David Tennant minder. He's not as big as I thought he was going to be. I don't know why I thought he was going to be like this big. He was going to be huge, but he's not as big as I thought he was going to be, which is good. I don't like huge minders. I like smaller ones. So yeah, I'm happy. I love looking at it. It's so cute. Yeah, he's so cute. And then Black Raven. that's it, guys. I have nothing else to show. I don't have any new watches this week. I did have. I just remembered. Hold on. I did have something that I probably shouldn't have started, but for some reason my brain has been feeling like. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little backstory. I was wanting to do the Teresa Wensler Noah's Ark sampler, and I had asked my daughter. I told her, I was like, this is the one. I want to do this for starting on Malik's birthday. Malik is my grandson. Starting on Malik's birthday, which is actually 2 days away. And I said, but I happened to find a couple others, a Soda Stitch one. It's called Alphabet Game, and it's actually 3 separate patterns. It's in 3 parts. And I said, or I found this one maybe that you might like instead, but I would have to order it. And of course, she liked the cutesy Soda Stitch pattern. But she didn't like how the first part of it, the letters are in pink. And I think the second part, the letters are in blue, and the third part is the letters are in green. But she didn't like the fact that the first part, the letters were pink. But I told her, I was like, I'm not good at changing out colors and stuff. There's no guarantee I'm going to be able to change out the colors. I don't know. But I haven't talked to her about it again yet, because I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and talk to her again after my next paycheck, after I get paid next time, because I won't be able to order the pattern until then, if that's when she still wants. So, knowing that there was a possibility that I wasn't going to be able to start the Teresa Wensler Noah's Ark sampler, because I told her, I wanted to do something that he would appreciate, and he might be able to still show off, hang it up in his home when he gets older. The Soda Stitch one is very babyish. It's very cutesy. I don't think I'm not going to try to pull it up on my phone. I'll insert a picture of what they look like. Yeah. So they're very cutesy. I'm not crazy about them, to be perfectly honest. At least not not those particular patterns. Personally, I would rather do something else if she wants cutesy. But I don't know. I'll talk to her about it later. When I can actually physically make a decision right then, if I need to order something right then and to do it, or if she even still wants me to do one. I haven't done one yet because I told her when she was pregnant, it's like, if you want me to do some type of baby announcement, baby sample, or anything like that, let me know. You can look around if you want to and find one you like and let me know, and I'll do it. And here it is a year later, and she hasn't come to me and said, hey, I want you to stitch this up for me. So I was just going to do the Teresa Wensler because I felt like it would serve as a baby sampler, a baby announcement, but still be a gorgeous piece. Because it's not really technically a baby sampler. It's not technically any type of birth announcement or anything like that, but it is a nice sampler, which you can personalize with the initials and stuff down at the bottom. So I wanted to do that one because I felt like it would be a nice piece that he could still appreciate and take with him when he gets older. But I'll talk to her about it later on. But I felt like I was going to be missing out on Teresa Wensler. And keep in mind, guys, I've never done a Teresa Wensler before. So I had acquired a pattern through Listia. Actually, I had acquired a kit through Listia back last year. And so if I can pull this out without pulling out everything. work that good. I had gotten this one. This one actually came as the kit. And this is the fruit bell pull. And it was technically already started. They had already started this line, like the outline in the middle right here of this little section. And I started working on it. You see, it's technically, yeah, this thing is like, it's almost exactly like a 11 inch or 10 inches wide, something like that. It's barely wide enough for this. So what I did was I clipped it along the top and the bottom and kind of kept rolling them. So this down here was already started, and I continued these 2 rows right here. Every single color in this kit is a blended thread. I swear to you. Let me double check so I'm not lying. Okay, well, I take that back. But there's still... Let me show you the color list on this thing at least. Thankfully, it included the threads. I think... There's 3 colors up here. There's 1 color down here at the bottom that's single. Couple colors up here, these right here, everything else. And then there's a few right here. Y'all warned me that the Teresa Wenslers were notorious for blended threads. That's just the color list, you guys. There's satin stitch. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do a satin stitch. The leaves are satin stitch. I'm working on the apples now. Those are satin stitch. Can somebody help me out here? And those run the entire, every single border around every fruit is satin stitch leaves. Just kind of a close up. They do show a close up of what they look like. So. But I started trying to work on that. I don't know if I'm going to put in any more stitches on it today. I may try to go ahead and finish that border around that one fruit. But see, they had already started this. And I thought their stitches were going the same way as mine. But I don't think they do. I think they go the opposite way, of course. Unless it was upside down. No. Maybe I had it upside down. It should have made no difference though, right? Yeah, I guess it would. I don't know. This is the way I'm doing it. I hope I have enough room. But I'm sorry, but their stitches are not, their stitches do not look good. Alright, this is their stitches that they did. Oh, this is their stitches, right? And this is my stitches. Can I give you a in between? I don't want to pull out that section. I really don't want to pull out that section. I think I can live with it. think. I just hope I started this in the right direction, because I started in the middle, and it's such a long piece of fabric, it was kind of hard to tell. But this is the middle of the fabric, right? I don't know. Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. If it's a little bit more up one way than the other. So that's what I did. Maybe I'll try to put some more stitches in it. I don't know. If I do, I'm going to be doing this. I'm not going to be doing this on my snap. If I do this, I might transfer this to like my hoop. I don't know. That's what I got done on that one. I did want to also try to get another pattern done in the safety stitches, so I definitely want to work on that today because it's my day off and I can work on whatever I want to. So I guess that's going to be it for this week's video, guys. I know there's going to have to be a couple of edits taken out, so probably looking at somewhere about 40 minutes for this video, give or take. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to be taking a trip back to I'm going to be going back home to visit, back up to North Carolina here in a couple of weeks. I will do a video next week, because I'm not going until, I think, the 23rd, 22nd or 23rd. Sunday, Monday, and coming back Tuesday. I can't wait. I'm excited because I'm definitely going to be stopping by Stitch and Frame when I'm down there. Might even get some patterns. Last time I stocked up on fabric, I didn't get anything else but fabric last time I was there, and I might actually try to get a couple of patterns possibly. What else? I got something coming Tuesday, some bags that I purchased on eBay, and it was a really awesome deal. Even though they're a little bit used, I don't see them as being like terribly dirty. And he messaged me, or she, or whoever it was, messaged me and said, after I had purchased and everything, she's like, oh, I didn't realize that I was as low on these bags as I am. And they offered to send me, you know, instead of what was originally listing, I can send you this, and this. A few more extra bags than the count that was included in the listing. But a couple of them, I think, she said, don't have the actual zipper pulls. Like they still have the zippers on them, they just don't have the zipper pulls. Which is fine with me, I don't care. As long as they're still in decent condition, I think it's still a really good deal for how much these bags usually cost. They usually cost about $5 a bag, $5 or $6 a bag. The original listing was for, I think I'm getting a really good deal, because the original listing was for 9 bags for $10 plus $13.75 shipping. So even at a total cost of $23.75 for 9 bags, it's still a really awesome deal. It's like half the cost that you would normally pay. And after they messaged me, you know, they're sending me a little bit different from what the original listing was, but I think it's still going to be a really good deal. But I'll definitely show you those to you guys next week. And then I won a listing with 2 Mill Hill kits in it on Listia. And so I'm really excited to get those, and I'm hoping that they should be coming in this week. And I will show you those when they come in. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it for me, guys. Nothing else to tell you guys about. Yeah, nothing else. So I'm just trying to go over my mind and make sure there's nothing else. No, I guess that's it for today. Again, I guess I've talked a long time. I talk a lot. So I hope you guys have a great week. Have a great stitchy week. and I will see you guys soon. Bye.